Wanted to share what I've been reflecting on. This is how I get to be close to Him and understand Him. It's about God's character. And I realized just how proper He is. He doesn't cut corners. And if anyone should cut corners, it should be Him, right? Because He's God. But He doesn't. And He proved this with the incarnation of Jesus Christ. That's the biggest example of that. So think about it. God could have sent the Messiah into the world already at age 30, right? Fully grown, ready to preach, ready to take on the cross. He could have bypassed birth, childhood, adolescence, human development, all of that, pain, waiting, emotions, but He didn't. Why? I mean, when you think about it, doesn't that prick your conscience to say, what does that reveal about God's character? It was about identification. The Word of God tells us in Hebrews 4:15, it says here, "For we do not have a high priest who cannot sympathize with our weaknesses, but was in all points tempted as we are, yet without sin." So, it is to sympathize with us, to identify with His creation. And in order to do that, you must experience it, not just observe, not just theorize, not just be above orchestrating everything. He came to have a human experience. So Jesus didn't just come to save humanity. He came to share humanity with us, to experience hunger, fear, fatigue, grief, temptation, obedience. Oh, good gracious. Very intentional. To better understand Him again, when you think about the 30 years that was unaccounted for, the 30 years where He was hidden before He started His ministry, because He started His ministry at 30 years. They weren't wasted years. It was formation. In that 30 years, He was obedient to His parents, He was working a trade, He was learning Torah, He was living in society, He was navigating society, living in obscurity, waiting for God's timing. The Word of God says in Hebrews 5 verse 8, "Though He were a son, yet He learned obedience by things which He suffered." Think about that. God learned something, not because He lacked knowledge, but because He chose the experience. Good gracious. So that was 30 whole years of pruning. God doesn't microwave destinies, y'all. He formed